Okay. That should be up and running. Good evening, Slayer. How's it going? Be safe out there. Well, if you're an explorer, I would say the same to you, actually. Just be careful and know your limits. I've seen some people get hurt because they are not paying attention, not knowing your limits, or just not careful at all. Yeah, good evening. Where are you located? Have you been on here before? I'm not sure. Rebexy, how's it going, man? Welcome from Scotland. There's one from Scotland. Woo. Sorry, it's a little chilly out there. Netherlands. Wow. Well, thank you very much. What time is it in the Netherlands? I know for my friend Urbexy there, it is about 11:30 at night. Is that right, Urbexy? Um, Not too bad, Urbexy. It's, last video issues, but, But I do have some news to talk about here a little bit about some of the stuff to go on with some of the demonetization on YouTube. 0:30 exact. Okay, so you're a little about an hour ahead of Rebexy then. Well, I appreciate you coming on this late. I'm sorry. We need this time zone. I've always been saying we need this certain time called YouTube time because it's such a worldwide community now. It's hard to come on at a time to match for everybody. It's 5:30 p.m. here. I try to come on to I got friends and other explorers all over the world, and I have a few that come on here off and on, and it's tough to find a matching time zone. So I appreciate that. Are you now? You're an urban explorer, I'm guessing, in Netherlands. And I will say this: strange thing is, I was going through my analytics a while back, and I noticed Scotland, New Zealand, and Canada. I got some good watches there, and some UK. Right behind UK is Netherlands. And I have a cat that is thinking he's going to be annoying, and that is not going to happen starting off. Wayne's World of Exploration. So there's UK and Scotland. I know they're technically the same. Yes, Urbexy is right. We need net time, or at least for us here, a YouTube time zone would be nice. We can all go, blah, blah, airing at 7 p.m. YouTube time or something, or if we want to do it in military time, what we call here in America, which some countries just do the 24-hour time zone. Lord Explorers, how's it going, man? Dude, your last video was great. The Jeep, come on, man. That is killer, but at least it's locked. For anybody who don't know, Lord Explorers put out a video. It sounds like it was a place not too far from where he took me when I was up there. And it is killer. I mean, wow, what a great spot he found. And I'm a little jealous and also extremely impressed and just happy I got to see it through his video. So I appreciate that. Dude, behind the camera, we got New Zealand, Netherlands, America, and Scotland and UK. Ooh, a bunker explorer. You guys are, I'm sorry, but if you do tunnels and other caves and stuff too, you guys are badass. Because I get in some caves deeply and I start having little issues. I'm not exactly claustrophobic, but I don't know. Something about the tons of earth above me thing. Well, Lord Explorers, my medication seems to be doing some good. I'm not sure it's enough, but enough. I'm going to try to get up there to see you in the next week or two. That's my plan. I was going to talk to you about it anyway, because winter is going to be stalking us. I want to get out and do some exploring because I don't explore as much in the cold. rj32 is here, everybody. His video is the one we'll be reviewing tonight. And don't let the size of his channel fool you. Usually everybody knows I review pretty small urban exploring channels because that's kind of what I am into. He has a big channel, but it's because he does a lot of other videos. His urban exploring is part of it, but I like his explorers. So I'm really kind of trying to put, I wanted to put a couple of his explorers in here for a while, and he's got one I liked. It's not real long, but he also worked with me on the music. He had some music from, I believe it was my favorite, you know, not copyright if you're paying for a subscription, but since I'm not, I'd be hit with copyright. And he worked with me on that, so I appreciate that. He made a version without the music just so I could show it to you guys. Let me catch up here real quick. Everybody's saying hi. If you don't know an explorer on here, and there's non-explorers that come here also, check out the channel. I'm not saying you have to join the channel. If it's not an area of exploration you're interested in, I understand totally. If it is, see if there's anything you like. If there is, join their channel and they may do the same back. But I do like the community of exploring, and I hope we all, I don't know, enjoy a lot, because, man, that's what's great about YouTube. We can see explorers from so many places in the world. Wayne's World loves exploring bunkers. Well, there you go, Wayne. There's a person after your own heart right there in Netherlands. PSPR Paranormal, how's it going? How you guys been doing? I did see a couple of your videos. I was on the treadmill the other day. As a lot of you know, I watch tons of videos on the treadmill for when I'm doing my physical therapy for my lungs. So a lot of your thumbs ups are from me. I try to comment, but touch screen on a treadmill, it's not pretty. Oh, wow. I did not know that. I'm going to call you Slayer. I don't want to mess up your last name on that. But yeah, wow. I didn't know you guys had live munitions. The only time I've run into that is when I've been exploring old military bases here in America. There's some that aren't quite remediated. You got to stay on the roads. What? Lord, who are you talking to? Lord Explorers says 31 million views on your most popular. Which one? Oh, you talking to rj32, Lord? Got it. Okay. We have, see, rj32, we have a lot of old coal mines in my area also, in parts of Illinois and Iowa. A lot of them been blocked off pretty hardcore, but I'm looking at the USGS trying to find a few I can get into. But I got to be pretty careful, as from what I hear, some of them are pretty bad shape around here. But I'm going to try to. Chris Peck and Colliding Planets. Colliding Planets has got a couple videos, and I think he's got one that I might be able to show on here coming up soon. Got to talk to you about your music, because I'm not sure. I think you and I already discussed it, and I think I'm good, though. Because there's one of yours I'm really into. I'd love to show everybody here. But I'm pretty sure you and I have discussed it. I'm sorry if I don't. It's hard to keep track sometimes when you talk to so many people every day. Okay, yeah, Lord Explorers, I thought you were, man. Yeah, RJ's got a good-sized channel. He does a lot of good videos. Walt Wynn, how's it going? Walt, there's a lot of the big explorers I'm surprised haven't got busted more often than they have. There's a couple big explorers coming out recently. Some are saying they've always paid for or got permission to go into every site they've explored, which for a few of those that are saying that now, I know they're full of crap. Because I remember their earlier days, they may have the money to pay people now, or a staff of people that help them get permission to get into places, or they just trade between the big guys, which we've all seen a lot of lately, and it gets, honestly, a little boring to watch the big guys because of that. That's why I prefer these smaller channels, and I really spend 90+% of my time watching the smaller urban exploring channels. Because they're really, I'm sorry, I find them more true, real, hashtag real urbex, real explorers. Nothing rehearsed, nothing planned out. Nothing moved around to make it prettier. Stuff like that. So yeah, Ed on the Woo, he hasn't done a lot of urban exploring for a long time. But yeah, there's times he did it pretty early, and there's times I am surprised he didn't get into trouble more often. Yes, Walt Wynn is right. In some sewers, old coal mines and stuff like that, you do have to wear a CO detector in some of those because the air can be bad enough, and I already got air issues. So you got to be careful about breathing in some of them. Slayer, I don't mind paying somebody here and there to get into a place. I have some friends that slip the security guard a little bit of money to get into an abandoned mall. I understand that. If an owner of a property asked me for a little bit of money, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, if you're doing it every time, I think maybe you should be more honest about that with your viewers. And a few of these bigger urban explorers are just now saying, and they're kind of full of crap. I don't know why they're saying it. Because I know for a fact they didn't always pay and they didn't always get permission. So, my job. Oh, yeah. Wayne. I got a friend in near Detroit the same way. He's a huge urban explorer and he's a security guard, so it helps a lot. There are some, Walt, I know that Casey Neistat, and I'm not picking on him, this is not a shot at him, he paid for Northridge Mall in Wisconsin to go into that. And any of you seen like the Dawn of the Dead, the zombie movie was in the mall, that's the mall that was in. And there's other people broke in, but now they've really upped the security since Neistat paid to get in there. So now it's kind of messed it up for the rest of their explorers. But he's got the money to do that. But it's kind of annoying because the city, even if a group of explorers gets together with a little bit of money, the city won't let anybody else in it. Only if you got tons of money to bribe the government people. That's kind of crap. Government people need to remember they work for us. Abandoned yesterdays. How you guys doing? This is getting to be a truly worldwide thing going on here. Yeah, Slayer, there is a lot of people going and getting really starting to set up shots for, they're moving stuff all over and explores for Instagram or video or acting like they just ran into a nice, cool room when they bypass tons of others. Yeah, it's getting a little rough to see real exploring these days. Lord Explorers, how much do these big guys pay? I don't know. They don't release it. I do know some friends of mine and I were trying to get to Northridge Mall, and they gave us a number, and I don't want to say what it is at the moment, but then we paid the money, and then they turned around and denied us after we'd already paid it, and then they didn't want to give our money back. And thankfully, friend up there, Chad Taplin, lives around there and had to go. He went in and had a chat with them about getting his money back. So that was cool, but really crappy of the government guys up there. So yeah, I mean, I don't like the governments, especially here in America. You work for us and you kind of crap on explorers getting into places when they come right to you. So, So I don't feel a lot of sympathy for government people that are jerks like that. There are a few places that are decent to explorers here in America. And I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but some are decent and try to work with explorers. Others are jerks. Let's see. rj32 went to main beach house. Went to yeah, exactly. rj32. I did see that. Well, Urbexy, Casey also paid and helped, I believe, exploring with Josh get in there. And once again, they have money, but I think Josh is in there just recently. And it was with money, which has kind of ticked off a few people I know, because we've been trying to get in there and kept telling us no. Josh goes and they say yes. So yeah, that's a little bit of a crap fest there. It's like, okay, so this explorer can go in, but we can't. It's like, wow, that's a little bit poopy. I'm trying to keep my language clean because I have a few younger people with my lung problem that watch my streams sometimes. So, yeah, sometimes the big guys are making it harder on us, especially since lately, have you noticed? Some of the big guys are actually releasing the locations openly on some places they really shouldn't. And then because of that, it makes it hard for the rest of us to ever see them. Yeah, Urbexy, it seems, unfortunately, Urbexy, it seems to be going around lately that some of the big guys are becoming a little turdy and a little dishonest and a little clickbaity and setting up shots and lying and paying huge amounts of money that none of the rest of us can and somehow getting us blocked from places. I've heard there are a few of the bigger guys that also are doing that, kind of making exclusive deals where they pay enough or make some type of deal where then they explore it and nobody else gets to. It's a little bit crappy. Oh my lord, Explore NC, how's it going, man? East Coast US is represented there. Walt Wynn. Bel Air house is very expensive. Yeah. Well, Slayer, I agree. It usually is an Urbex code. There are exceptions. If the place is already demolished, then you can release the name because you're not going to damage anything. If it's a public place, like some of the places I explored in Gary, Indiana are public known, and the city actually allows you to explore those places and does not mind you sharing a location, then that's okay. If the owner of a piece of property that lets you explore it says, I don't care if you release the name, then that's okay. But if there's any chance of you releasing it, the name or location, getting it damaged, vandalized, you know what I mean, then yeah, that's a no. But a lot of these guys seem to be doing it just openly lately. So yeah, you're right. That is a code. There are a few exceptions, but some people aren't even following those anymore. Rogue Exploration, welcome. Wayne's World, I think so. I mean, some of the big guys still get a lot more ad revenue than we realize, and they also have their merchandise and Patreon and donations, which does help. But I just didn't like that they are suddenly telling people that they've always done it when I know they didn't. Because when they were early on, some of these guys, there's no way they could have afforded to go to the places anyway. Oh, Explorer NC, you just said something that every explorer in here is going to agree with. We all need a teleport device. You can just teleport in, do some exploring, teleport out. Even if you did set a camera off, you just teleport back out. No problem, Slayer. Everybody, Slayer is new here. He's from Netherlands. And rj32, he's been on here once or twice, but tonight's video, we're going to do his video. So he definitely made sure he was here. So make sure during the video and after you have any questions, good, bad, suggestions, comments, let him know. Jesse, how's it going, man? Yeah, we will talk about Urbexy. I want to talk about that right after we do the video and the chat about it. I know a lot of you guys are here for Explorer NC. It's a little different. Winter's a little different for you, bud. I know a lot of people are here to see the video, so I'm going to click over, get this puppy pulled up. It's not a real long video, but also, once again, thank you to rj32 for working with me on this and pulling the copyright music out so I could show this to you guys. Much appreciated. So let me see. As you all know, my encoding's outdoor makes me go and re-hunt for him, which is rude. Let's see. And there's his channel. And as you can see, he's got a good amount of subscribers. Almost 69,000. So good job there. But he's been working on this for a while. And we are looking at this one. Well, that's the video, and it looks like, from what rj32 is telling me, I got the wrong one, so means I get to do some editing tonight. It's the way it is. Well, thanks for trying, man. I didn't know my system had the wrong one pulled up. So I'm trying to figure out how I'll re-edit, because I will lose the chat. So I know they'll nail me copyright on it. If anybody's got any ideas, let me know. But sorry about that, rj32, but I appreciate I love the video. Yeah, the stairs, exactly, Kiwiana. That's why, one of the reasons I liked it. The toys he found, the house itself looks gorgeous, and the stairs, since I saw that, he accomplished something I didn't get to. So I had to, that's the one I really wanted to show. Kiwiana, yeah, the music may be what's about to get me in trouble, because he tried to edit one out for me. I had that one today. I watched it today through the same software, but somehow now the first one in line was the one with music, so I'm gonna have to try to fix that. What I may do is go back in and mute. Unfortunately, I may have to mute his Explore, so I leave all the chat and everything, since it's my screw up this time, and leave it so all the chats there so everybody can see that. They need to change copyright laws. They really do. But yeah, see, that's what I saw that video from him the first time. It's like, dude, I really want that one on here, because that was just a good Explore. And it's not even very long. It just shows you that sometimes a 20-minute Explorer is what you gotta have for a place. Sometimes about a 7-minute, like he did there, is just perfect. Hey, Foogie. Yeah, what was the rj32? What was the cricket sound? Was that the actual background crickets? Because I grew up in the country, and I'm used to, besides the background cicadas and cricket noises. So I'm scanning back here. There you go. Yeah, Foogie, I want to see you guys. I want to see you guys abandon yesterday's climbing upstairs and down like that. Urbexy, I don't know if the background's copyright or not. Only rj32 knows, and I'm sure he'll let me know what is copyright. If all of it is, he'll let me know. I'm sure he'll warn me on here in a second, going, "You're up a crick." No, it's not your fault, rj32. That is something I did, because I had the right one up earlier and it worked fine. And now, yeah, as soon as I was wondering there when I played it, I was like, uh-oh. So, yeah, but, that would be my mistake. So what do you guys think? What's your opinion? If I leave it up, I can get a copyright hit. I'm not so worried about the demonetization as much. It's the copyright thing. I don't want that on there. So they get a little cranky. Do I, because if I take it and grab the one he's got that doesn't have music and put it in, download this video and edit it in, I re-up it and the chat's gone. Or I can keep this one up, just mute it, mute that part, and then put it back, and the chat will all be here with all the comments. What do you guys think? Boogie has 0 subs? Oh, take the audio track from the other one, drop it in the video. Okay. Well, see, there you go. Now you made too much sense. I would have figured that out sometime. My wife would have looked at me and said the same thing. She gone, why didn't she just move this? Yeah. Yeah, I can try to do that, rj32. As long as it's something I can download and grab, I will do that. That's a good idea. Well, even then, if I do that, though, can I do that in YouTube, though? Because if I download it, put the audio track in, put it back, I still lose all the chat because it's not the same stream. Because I have to take the original one and put it in private so it doesn't have me the copyright hit. Wow, now this has turned into a technical conundrum on my part. Because I've tried the online in YouTube editor software and it sucks. Every time I've tried to, where somebody's giving me a copyright song in a little video and didn't tell me, I've tried to put another song over or edit it out with their online tool. It's never worked. It just puts it back up there. Huh. Okay, Slayer's a better mute it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm checking here. I'm reading. Catching up, everybody. It's in your channel settings. I threw that in there. Oh, that's problem. No problem, Kiwiana. I mean, I know what time it is over in New Zealand, so thanks for even getting in here because you're like early morning. You guys got a lot to do. Beauty in the Know, hi. Well, thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. Just take the audio from the other one and overlay it. Well, rj32, don't I have to download it first to do that? Because, like I said, I've tried the in YouTube part where it says you can overlay it like that, and it never works. It started with Tay when he had a music in there. He said it wasn't copyrighted, but it was. I tried to just overlay another song, and it never worked. I tried it 6 different times, and my wife tried it. And RJ, I can take a phone call, but not during the live stream. So I can talk to you right after the stream if it's okay with you. Because man, if you know how to fix it, that'd be great. And that's, like I said, that's my mess up, everybody. He actually worked with me on this. But the video itself was great. It was one of those videos I wanted to play on here because it's so efficient, gorgeous, and well done, and hint of danger with the stairs, or lack of. So I really wanted to get that on here. Oh, no problem, Jesse. We all got a lot to do. Yeah, Jesse plays as he's one of the video game channels I do watch. I don't watch many. I watch like 4 or 5. He's one of the ones I do watch because I don't know, he also just talks to people at times. It's kind of nice to sit back, relax, let him play a game and chat with him. Ooh, see Abandoned Yesterdays. There you go, guys. Make sure you keep looking here for collaborations. Because Pajerico just did one with Dale Hunter from a Facebook page, Abandoned Explorations, I believe. Sorry if I got that wrong. It's hard to keep track of all these pages. And I'm keep waiting for Urbexy and Pajerico to do one. So now if Abandoned Yesterdays and Urbexy can do one, that's great. I love seeing the collaborations. Abandoned Yesterday's Urbexy collaboration would be nice to see, actually. Anyone with a 10-year-old? So I'm guessing Explorer NC has a 10-year-old that is acting up a little bit. Yeah, Jesse, you do actually read chat. I've been on some gaming chat. Yeah, they don't read the chat much. I understand you're playing a game, but you got to keep track of people. Yeah, I saw that, Lord Explorers. Yep, I saw that. Was that one of them your best buddy? I do think it's funny, though. And okay, so those of you don't know, me, Lord Explorers, Rogue, and a couple others, we're from the Midwest in the United States. And the big explorers have been kind of avoiding the Midwest for a long time. In fact, a long time they were saying it really wasn't worth coming to the Midwest. Now, some of them are kind of up a creek and everything else. Now, suddenly the Midwest area is worth their time. They're showing up in Gary and Chicago and parts of Wisconsin and everything now, suddenly. In places a lot of us have already explored. I mean, Josh went to some places I've already been. I'm sure Lord Explorers have been some of the places that Steve was in. So yeah, it's kind of funny that now they're showing up. And yeah, I admit it can be a little tweaky when you do a video of a place and barely anybody sees it. Yet one of these guys does it and everybody sees it, goes, wow, that was great and good on you for going there. You're like, I went there a year ago. So what do you think of that? Do you think some of the big guys now, if they're out of ideas, are coming to ours? Do you feel like maybe some of the small guys shouldn't be showing them all these places then? Because then that just give them, I don't know, even more hype off your back in a way. What do you think? Do you think there's a way that sometimes maybe we shouldn't share with some of the big guys? Or should we just share everything with them no matter what? Ooh, Wayne's World and Colliding Planets. That'd be a good collaboration. And the funny thing is, I'm stuck. There aren't too many people. Rogue Exploration and, well, Lord Explorers is the closest to me. And Rogue Exploration is the next. I'm in a weird dead zone here. Sean and I were out this last weekend. We're going out again this weekend. Last weekend was a semi-fail, but not too bad. And we're going to, and no joke, we found a trailer park that is almost 3/4 abandoned, this big trailer park. There are just rows of these things abandoned, and it'd be kind of a good thing to explore, and you are not going to get up. No. So I've never, strange it is, all these years I've never done a trailer park. So we found this, and we're going to go check that out. Well, of course, you did, Lord Explorers. You're up near Chicago. You got, what, 1 million people up there to choose from. I've got, well, you got more than that. I've got like 400,000 in my area, which is strange because you think I would find somebody. But pretty much it looks like me, Sean, and one other guy who's barely into it down here. As big as this area is, you would be surprised how few people we run into in this area that actually know what urban exploring is. Seems like mostly the police know, which is okay because they're really cool about it. Yeah, but Lord Explorers, your town is kind of Chicago-ish. But yeah, if you got somebody up there, that's great. That's cool. You can find somebody. Sean and I have actually wished we could find somebody else, because then the times him and I can go together is really rough lately. Because then we could each use that third person to go with us at other times. Because there's places you don't want to go alone. Wow. Jax, somebody wants to swap you for an exploring partner. It's close, man. You're this close to going. Which church? Oh, okay. Wow. Slayer. Well, see, Slayer, our police here. And I know Lord Explorers and Rogue can tell you the same thing. And so can Explorer NC. Explorer NC really knows about the police. He had a little court issue because of the police. Our police here are a weird mishmash, and so are our trespassing laws. Some of the cops here love explorers. They don't mind. They're actually happy. In one of our videos you saw, we got caught, and the police actually let us finish up filming and hung out with us and talked to us. And a couple of them are either subscribers now. There's a lot of police in my area that know what I do, and they have no problem with it. In fact, they even try to help me out. But there are police in other areas that are real jerks about it. Not even semi-decent and nice. I know when I was in Detroit, you really got to be careful. Some cops in Detroit are okay. Others are just break your equipment bad. So it's a weird up and down. Oh, Poppy, the little tiny dog abandoned yesterday's got. Yeah, rj32. That is how Sean and I find tons of places. That's how we found this trailer park last week. We had a couple of places to scout. Sean found. and neither of them turned out. That's the way it happens. And we were driving back and looking for some places, and we ran into this trailer park and just tried to check it out. And we like, oh my Lord, this thing is at least 75% abandoned. It's crazy. We even explored a little abandoned house on the trailer park grounds. And the people that saw us didn't seem to give a rat's butt. So that's why we're going to go back. It's just the only reason we stopped is it got dark. And even we're not going to do it in the dark because that makes people a little freaky. Yeah, Rogue, you're on. Well, everybody's seeing you, Rogue. Yeah, everybody's seeing you, man. Hey, Cindy, how's it going, hon? Kenneth, how you doing tonight? Yeah, Explorer NC would have loved to have had a little friendlier talk with the police and the law lately. So if Explorer NC has got a Patreon, maybe donate a little to help him pay off the fine he got and some of the court stuff. Well, thank you, Kenneth. Glad you're doing good tonight. What's been going on in your corner of the planet? Yeah, Explore NC. A lot of times, I don't know how the rest of you are, because I know Slayer says sounds like the cops in Netherlands are just not going to be nice about it. How many of you run into the police on your Explorers? Sean and I have been lucky the few times we have run into them. As soon as they see we have cameras, they actually are a lot nicer. A friend of mine lives in Detroit says that only works about 50% of the time up there, that sometimes as soon as they see the cameras, they're jerks and they actually try to break your equipment. But we've been really lucky running some very nice officers, because I think a lot of the officers we run into are know the internet very well, and they know what urban exploring is. They know we're not there to cause them problems, assault them or annoy them, cause them paperwork or damage stuff. So, been pretty good. Uh-oh. I got a thumbs down? That's no big deal. It might be somebody sitting in the background. Might be somebody annoyed with me from, some of the other stuff that was going on a few weeks ago. So, I've been expecting it. And no big deal. Not everybody has to like me. If I get a thumbs down, hey, it is what it is. If I didn't do it for you and you gave me a thumbs down, let me know why. I wouldn't mind that. I'll try not to do it again. Well, maybe. Or maybe I will. Yeah, Explore NC. Sometimes they will. We had a police officer actually take a look at our channel one time, and he actually enjoyed it. Another one didn't enjoy it, but he's like, okay, now I know you're not vandals. So he kind of let us go by saying, get out of here, don't come back. Yeah, I do know Lord Explorer, so I don't want to, I know. As soon as I saw that in your video, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I couldn't believe we missed it, or you even missed it that long. That's crazy. Yeah, Lord Explorers. Oh, no problem, Wayne. Lord Explorers, I went up and explored him lately. And the house we went into with all the stuff in it and the old pictures and Montgomery Ward's awards from 1957. Coleslaw was so moldy you could smell it from 20 feet out. But right near that house, also hidden in the woods, is the place he just did his video on this week. So it's just kind of hilarious that it's so buried in the woods, and he found another one. Exactly, Rogue. Rogue is right. If you do get caught by the police, whether they're nice or they're jerks, just cooperate. Be as friendly as possible. Don't tick them off. A lot of times, technically, we are in the wrong. Holy crap! Sorry to yell. I saw what Slayer wrote. Holy heck. Oh, holy crap. Explorer NC's had a bad time with the police. Got caught, had to go to court, now he got a speeding ticket way back from an Explorer. Oh, Explorer NC, watch the colorful metaphors. I have 3 young CFers that do watch my streams later, and they're young, and so I probably prefer to keep that off. I think I saw that, Fugi. Didn't you guys have that on your channel? I'm pretty sure I saw that on your channel. I think we've talked about that before. Now, anybody see this on chat? Slayer got pepper sprayed when he was already down. That's rough. Thanks, Ocean Dreamer. Have a good night and good dinner. Explorer NC, you know how it is. It happens. What are you going to do? Security. I'll tell you what, security guards, I've had more problems with security guards than I have police. Friend of mine in Detroit, he is a security guy. So we thought security guard could help us get into a few places. One guy, as soon as we even were talking to him, he's threatening to call the police on us. Like, wow, dude. Oh, jeez. Nice, Wayne. Yeah, I've had more problems with security guards. I don't know. They have a chip on their shoulders. They're not cops or something sometimes. Well, man, yesterday's, I know I saw one where I swear you guys saw the cops out of a window or something when you're exploring something. I could be wrong, but I thought it was you guys. Well, it's the rj32. I don't do night exploring, one, because it makes you more visible. And if the police are going to find you, that'll make it easier. And also, the police are less friendly at night. They're more likely to be much more on edge when the bad guys are out. Also, it makes anybody around more nervous, more visible again, and more nervous. So if we're exploring in this trailer park, we didn't want to do that because some people may not have seen us with the cameras and stuff. And you're in places with lights and making noise, and that makes people nervous. So I don't do a lot of night explorers. And Explorer NC says it's hard to get a good footage when it's dark too. Yeah. I prefer the daylight kind of helping me out a little bit. And it does make people less nervous. Oh, that's okay, Explorer NC. You didn't know. Like, you're supposed to read your mind. I should say, please keep it PG-13. So I think the youngest, I think their youngest one is right around 13. Steady Boy NZ, how's it going, man? Yes, security guards do have a chip on their shoulder, it seems. And a friend of mine, security guard, says he seems like a lot of them do also. Oh, okay, abandoned yesterday's. So, except for Dude Behind the Camera, Study Boy, and Kiwiana, a lot of you guys are heading into winter. Hey, thanks, Lord Explorers. I will talk to you probably this weekend about coming up again. All right, man? So look for that, everybody. I'll be collabing with Lord Explorers again as soon as I can get up there. And as long as I can keep these in shape, darn lungs. If you're not breathing air already and don't have lungs, don't get them. They suck. And air is a bad addiction. But thanks, Lord Explorers. Urbex Pajerico, how's it going, man? I know I've mentioned him before, guys, and you're going to think I'm a fanboy, and I kind of am. And it's not because I've explored with him, but check out Lord Explorer's channel. He's a young explorer, and I'll tell you what, I've explored with him, and I've seen his videos in before. That's why I want to explore with him. He is really into this. Not only does he find good places, but he really, I mean, his Instagram is good too. He takes a lot of good pictures. He's a good explorer, and I think he's got a long life in this. So, as one of the older ducks out there, I kind of like seeing some of these younger guys are really just badass into this. Yeah, there you go, Slayer. I wish I had night vision. I just know night exploring to me is just a better way of getting caught and or pissing people off. I want to make the neighbors any more nervous than I have to, or the police. So, and the police officers prefer I didn't explore at night anyway. They've already said, yeah, we are much more on edge at night. Hike with Mike, how's it going, man? But Jericho, I didn't know you were going to make it in, man. It is late for you. Thank you very much. Oh, man. But Jericho, sorry, everybody. I got to tell Jericho. I loved finally you getting Dale on camera there. Even though I do like that he stood in for Tommy and the sheep and gave you a few frights there in your explores together. So I've been enjoying those collaborations. And it looks like since you won't explore with Urbexy, looks like Abandoned Yesterday's Urbexy might team up. Just messing with you, man. Exactly, Explore NC. But even then, at night, if you like exploring at night, anybody, more power to you. I know I don't. It's not because I'm afraid of the dark or anything. It's just, it makes it a little more dangerous in a lot of ways. And once again, I try not to annoy anybody in the neighborhood or the police any more than I have to. I try to keep the police on the good side as much as possible. It doesn't help that I'm a huge supporter of the police in my area. The police in my whole area know I love them and support them, and I posted signs in my yard to support the police, so they kind of know that doesn't hurt. Mm. Wow. That's cool, Wayne. Just make sure that everybody, if you're near Wayne and he does that for you, make sure whatever you do, you make sure it doesn't get him in trouble. Mm. But Jericho, I have to join you with Abandoned Yesterday's. Loved seeing Lennox Castle. Now you see, Slayer, that's a place Jericho can definitely share. It's pretty public. And it's a castle. How do you damage, well, beyond what's falling down now, pretty much a castle or a building like that? It's stone. But it was a gorgeous explorer. And he climbed all over it, which is great. Study boy, a better camera at night is not as important as a good light. I will say the light comes before a better camera, because you can have a decent or so-so camera and it feeds on light. So the better the lighting you have, automatically the better your footage is going to be. And then if you move to a better camera with better lighting, even more. Lord Explorers has got a hell of a nice setup. I know Jericho and some of the rest of you got some really nice DSLRs. He really saved some money for his and put some work into his stuff. I was very impressed when we were exploring together. I felt like my timid little kit was I felt camera envy. Big time. Only thing I can say is my cameras do the job pretty well. Yeah, exactly, Hike with Mike. Yeah. rj32 just said something right there that I was just about to say to you guys. There's a video coming out soon where Sean and I have been doing this for years. We've always kept it secret, but now I've seen a couple of explorers doing this lately. Sean and I have orange t-shirts and orange vests with reflectors material on them. So we look like workmen going into places, or surveyors. We look very official. And we've walked into many a building that way. And only until recently have we kept it secret. We got a video coming out soon where you'll actually see us in them. Because we figured, we're starting to see people online doing it, so we're going to might as well not bust our butts getting them off, keeping them off camera. Oh no. Explore NC. What rj32 and I are talking about right there is one of the best little pointers you're gonna pick up, man. I'm telling you, the vests are great. We've explored things right next to people outside their backyard, and we've just walked right on by with the vests on. We've had people drive by an industrial building we're at recently. And that video will be out soon too. I just got caught up in my editing. But exploring so much, I'm going to edit that fast. Where we had an industrial building. Well, thankfully, my car with a dash cam in it also looks like a police car or a security car. But the cops kind of cruised by, and Sean and I were out in our orange vests, started pointing in the building like we were surveying, and the cops just went on by. And they even waved at us, so it happens. Orange vests are amazing for people ignoring you. Ooh, movie nights, Jericho? What movie you watching, man? Well, like I said, Study Boy, you can get an LED light panel extremely cheap. I use a little baby tripod that I would use for like a cell phone or something on the bottom of that, and it works a perfect handle. I even mount it on my chest with my backpack's cross strap sometimes. I do prefer LED light panels. I don't like the super bright flashlights because you still have a bright spot in the middle with the dimmer light. I like the LED light panel. It gives a nice, good light. So yeah, like NC agrees. I've seen NC's rig. He's got a nice setup. But yes, light definitely before camera. RJ32, we do have hard hats. We don't carry them very often because we get into places we don't like to have to backpack them or something. So usually just a ball cap and vest, and most time nobody's questioned us. We've been right on the street to get in an abandoned bar, and we're right on the street. People driving by, walking by the sidewalk, totally ignore us because of orange vests. As soon as they see vests, man, they just ignore you so totally. Sorry, Explorer NC, I'm catching up here. No, I have not switched to 4K yet. All but one of my cameras does do 4K. But the amount of heat it makes in the camera, the size of the files, I can't even imagine the size of the files I would have on some of my Explorers that were 10, 15 hours long if I tried to do it in 4K. I would have had multiple memory cards. So I don't know. It's 4K is just not useful for me yet. There's so few screens in 4K. There's so few people watching in 4K because of data limits and screen resolutions and everything else. It's just not worth it for me yet. But I do have the capability to do so. Right now I'm still filming in 1080-60. And I know a lot of the European guys, you guys are filming in 1080-24 or 1080-30. Trust me, Explorer NC, it really makes a difference. And there's no law against impersonating a construction worker. So they can't get you for that. Yeah, we don't even use the hard hat. We just wear either orange shirts or orange shirt with our vests. And the orange vest here in America, you can pick it up at any home improvement store. Got the reflectors in it. Velcro closure, look totally official, and you put it right in your pack. Exactly, Rebexy. I'll go 4K when it's needed. Drink more Tang. Oh man. Thanks, Pajerico. Now I'm gonna be craving Tang all night. I love Tang. And yes, Rogue, you're right. Hide right in plain sight. And you would not, I mean, I'm sure, come on, you guys are explorers. We all know we do it. How many times do you just walk right up to an explorer? People everywhere, you just walk straight at it and walk right in. Because if you look like you're supposed to be there, people don't pay attention. Lord Explorers guy, I can tell you though about one guy we explored with. We're trying to get in someplace, and he starts being sneaky. That's when people started looking and noticing. It's like, stop doing that, just walk in. Yeah, just walk right in like you own it. Well, sorry, I'm just catching up here a little bit. don't know, Explorer NC. I've seen 4K videos, and then I go back to 1080, and I don't see that it looks that bad, honestly. I think 1080 looks great. Our TV upstairs is 4K, and we have watched so few things in 4K. Then I come down here and watch on my 1080 TV, and I don't see the monster difference. Sure, there's a difference, but it's not huge. It's not like going from 480i to 1080 was, or even 720. I don't mind it, and the amount of the huge data it takes is crazy sized, and the upload times, it just uses a lot of data on everything. And so many people aren't watching in 4K yet. The amount of people watching in 4K is so minuscule. And I do use that word properly, minuscule. There's barely anybody. A lot of people watch on mobile devices like cells and tablets, but those have data limits, either whether data speed or data amount limits. Even if you have an unlimited plan, read the small print. So most people won't or can't watch in 4K anyway. Huh. Huh. No, Rebecca, actually, I would say that just totally completes your package. If you arrive carrying a jackhammer, I really don't think many people are going to question you. Well, except maybe the foreman going, whoa, 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 whoa. We're putting things together. Why do you have a jackhammer? So make sure you bring the jackhammer during the demolition process. Well, thanks, Pajerico. I don't know. I think maybe Urbexy's onto something there. He just comes in a truck, says, Urbexy's roofing and framing or something. Maybe he'll fit right in. But what 4K I'll put on my glasses? Thanks, Slayer. JCB is assisting with the entry. There you go. Okay, here's a quick question. How many of you on here have filmed in 4K or are filming in 4K all the time now? I have filmed 3 of my Explorers in 4K. I went back to 1080. I did it because, man, wow, you ought to see the rendering, upload, how much your software works on 4K and just the upload times. Whoa. And the amount of data it was taking, even from my home data plan. I was like, whoa. Rogue 4K is a big step above 1080. It's not as big a step as it was from your old square TV, which is 480i, up to 1080, or even the 720, which is early HD or lower HD. It's not that big a step, but it is a good step up. And there are certain details, everything you will see better, lighting and everything else. But it's not as big a step as it is from 480i to 1080. And it takes tons more data. It is what, 4 times the data? And a lot of people, that just, wow. Also takes better data speed. So it's not as needed. But it's just another HD format, a lot like 1080. Just a more super HD. How's that? No, rj32. I did not get the new GoPro 7. It's $800, which is out of my price range. I'm going to get a new drone before I do that. I'm going to update my drone to probably a Parrot Analfi. I love my Spark, but there are some issues with DJI that I don't like with my Spark. And the reason I haven't got a new GoPro is I'm waiting for GoPro to fix my GoPro Hero 5 Black. And all the Hero 6 Blacks out there, they have audio issues. But GoPro has seen fit to ignore the 5 and 6 Black people who have tons, GoPro Hero 5 Black people, who have their cameras who have major audio issues. So honestly, why should I waste $800 on another one of their GoPros when I can go buy another brand now that doesn't have audio issues and may actually listen to me if I have a problem. I love my Hero 5 Black on its features, on its picture quality, on its waterproof without a case, but the audio is almost unusable. I actually got an answer from GoPro. This is no joke. This is an action cam. They said, well, you just have to keep the camera stationary and you won't have that audio issue. I sent back, I'm like, are you, flipping kidding me? It's an action cam, you dinguses. If I can't move it and keep audio, then I might as well buy a really cheap one. That makes no sense. So yeah, I mean, until they fix my 5, I won't spend another buck with GoPro. If anybody from GoPro ever sees this, fix my 5. Or give me money back on it and I'll put that money towards the 7. I got friends that have a 6 and they have the same problem. And GoPros seem fit to ignore us. And you can YouTube and Google it. Tons of 5 and 6 audio issues. And they won't do nothing. Yeah, I use multiple cameras also, rj32. I use my GoPro Hero 5. I use my LG V20. Sean, when he's with me, uses a couple cameras he's got. And I use my footage from my DJI Spark. So we have upwards of 5 or so cameras with us at sometimes. I don't think my computer is an 8-core. I don't know what this thing is. This computer I have here was built just for editing. Is what it's for. And even I can do it. But once again, the file size, the footage, the time, the uploads, the data size is just not worth it right now. Slayer, I film probably 75% of my videos are all filmed with maybe 70% with my phone. Then there's a good amount with my GoPro when I can get the audio to work right. Or there's times where there's just music or something else I can lay track over. Or my drone. And don't feel bad. There's a lot of phones out there being used for filming, and they're getting better. The technology in cell phones right now is crazy. And it's only going to get better. Now they got a few cell phones now coming out that have lossless zoom in them. You can zoom 2 or 3 or 4 times without any loss of quality. And that is amazing how they can do that. Oh, it doesn't matter, Slayer. You don't have to be a YouTuber to be here. No, but for no matter what, the most used cameras on the planet right now for everybody, YouTubers, just average people walking around, is their cell. And there's a reason, because they really work well and they're fast and I don't know, they store a lot. I'll tell you one little secret. You can drop your cell phone 5 or 6 times and it's fine. You drop a DSLR too many times, you're done. So I will say there's an advantage of cells there. Thanks, Jericho. Have a good one, man. I appreciate you even stopping by that late, dude. But no, cell phones have a good advantage. Cell phones are great. They do so much in such a tiny package. That's another amazing thing. If you take a look at what these are, I mean, this is in a case. You take this out of the case, it's like that thick. If you look at everything they do in a small package, this is like the ultra fine antithesis of our technology today. It's only just getting better. In 5 years, these things are going to be just, honestly, I think in 5 years, nobody will need a DSLR. These will be able to do 99.99%, if not all of what a DSLR would do in 5 years. And the Para Analfi drone has a digital zoom now that is lossless to a certain point. That is crazy. Perfect quality up to a certain point with a zoom on that. And a camera that looks up. I like that. I don't have a laptop I can edit on. My good laptop cooked itself, and my wife's laptop will handle it barely. But my old crappy one over here won't. But I just use this generally. Oops, sorry. Yeah, there is a lot of editing software that does not do 4K. That's another reason kind of not to right now yet, but Hey, if it's what you like, NC, though, it's your channel and your filming and the way you want to show it and share it with people. That's for everybody here. You got to do it the way you enjoy. The way you enjoy seeing it, sharing it, and everything else. Don't edit like anybody else. You do what you want. Yeah, Abandoned Yesterday's S9 has got a great cam. I have talked my phone up plenty of times. This is kind of like last year's model now. This is LG V20. This phone's whole purpose was filming and streaming. It's what this thing was built for. I mean, it's got multiple cameras, multiple flashes, laser focus. It's just fast. It's made just for filming and streaming. And the V30 now is even better. So these are just going to get better and better. And I know Samsung's got amazing cams. Sorry if I annoy anybody with this next statement. A lot better cameras than Apple has. And if anybody pays attention, half the stuff in the new Apple 10 and the iPhone 10s comes from Samsung and Android. They couldn't make it themselves to even compete. They had to borrow from Samsung and Android. Urbexy, this phone is military grade shock resistant, even without the case. The only thing is, this is only slightly water resistant. The LG V30 is military grade shock resistant like this one and waterproof. So you put a case on it like this, it's pretty much a action phone. And the glass on this, I don't have a plastic cover because they suck. This glass, it's been dropped. It's landed right on the glass, and the glass is not broke. They made this out of like Gorilla Glass 5 or some crap. So yeah, don't ever feel bad about using your phone, whether you're a YouTuber or not. They're amazing tech. Yeah. That's where my knockoff GoPro lets me down. Unfortunately, my GoPro's letting me down on audio. Because if you even... Okay, I got my GoPro in its case. Between the GoPro case mount and the tripod I got it on, there's rubber, but I also took some earplugs, cut them in half, and added another shock. I even stuffed the cam in its case, its little holder, with earphone foam to insulate it more. The tripod itself is a small handheld rubber tripod. Yet you run your thumb on the tripod at all and move it, you're in the audio. Their camera is set up badly or programmed badly where it's overly sensitive. It picks up audio from anything vibrating through it, and it shouldn't do that. My cheap $50 Akaso does better audio than that. But yeah, some of the cheap ones will definitely have bad audio. Yeah, I don't use Zoom. That's Explorer NC. You're talking about Zoom. I have a DSLR. Or did I sell it? I think I sold it to somebody. Sorry. I had a DSLR. I had a Canon, that T6 or the T5. But I didn't use a Zoom much exploring anyway. And with this, rarely have I gone, God, I wish I had a Zoom. Or even my GoPro or my drone. So yeah, I don't zoom much. I just get closer. Yeah, it's a lot of people don't use Zoom as much. Uh-oh, Amanda yesterday's getting Slayer to do a channel. Slayer, if you do a channel, come back on here, let everybody know you did. Make sure, if start out letting people know so you can get people to come check it out. But I will tell you, if you haven't done YouTube, a lot of people on here will tell you, YouTube is not for the faint of heart. It can be a stiff mistress. It can love you up and bite you in the butt all at once. I do say I do like this Explorer and see where I can drop the crap out of this thing and it survives. Whoops. Moment, I think. Well, Wayne, this has 3 cameras. I don't know if you can see it or not. There are 2 cameras right here. I don't know if I'm getting that in here. 2 cameras here and one on the front. As twin flash here and a double laser focus setup. So this is a lot like the Hawaii. In fact, the Hawaii, the LG was kind of saying kind of took some from these. But yeah, those are good phones. Just there's a problem about the Hawaii, or I'm not sure I'm saying it right. And this is not a joke. They've already found factually there's a little bit of Chinese government spyware in some of those. So if you get one, they're saying take it to an expert and have it blanked. Gone through because yeah, they got some issues going on there. The Explorer and the drones are nice. They can be a whole pain in the butt also, but they really are so nice. On a drone, use a 4K camera. A lot of drones have 4K cameras right now. My Spark has technically a 4K camera, but they use one of the bits of the processing chip to stabilize the other axis, which is stupid because in tripod mode, that thing is so level. It should give me an option to turn that axis, that part of the chip back over to processing. And then that Spark shoots in 4K. It does do 4K pictures, but they should free it up so it does 4K the rest of the way. How's it going, Paul? Thanks for stopping in, man. No, it does have noise cancellation or Bexy. It's got this wind cancellation, but it doesn't matter. There's a problem. And if you go look, like I said, you can look it up online. Huge amounts of problems with the dang GoPro 5 and 6. And the GoPro has just put their hands over their ears and ignored the crap out of people and went straight into the 7. They ignored people when people with the 5 complained and went to the 6. They're just doing their best to ignore fixing any problems. I guess that's from getting bit with a GoPro Karma drone. I don't know. It just seems like they don't want to fix anything anymore. Oh, you out of here, Slayer? Thank you very much. If that's you leaving. Oh, okay. That wasn't you. Okay. Slayer, look me up on Instagram, Exploring with CF. Find me there and I'll find you back, dude. I'll always look for more urban exploration stuff to look at. Oh, no problem, Wayne. We always are here to help everybody. It's all we're here for. CF bit me one day. Dude, I don't know what is with YouTube and their bells. I lost a couple people again. No notifications. I was watching Study Boy NZ the other night, and I happened to come across him on my Roku. I'm no kidding. My Roku feed shows more stuff than my cell or my desktop. It's crazy. And I saw Paul had a couple things. I never got a notification. He was on live the other day, and I didn't get a notification. It's just crazy. Bells unclicking, that is a actual YouTube problem YouTube has admitted anymore. They denied it for so long, but then it happened to so many people they can't anymore. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. The GoPro Hero 7 looks amazing, rj32, but I don't want to spend 800 bucks. One, I'm going to spend 800 bucks right now. I'm going to put it towards another drone. Or getting my Spark jailbroke, which means I'd keep it longer. And when I say jailbroke, because the Spark has an indoor height limit that does not match up to places I want to film inside that have really high ceilings. They're kind of hobbling me on my shots. Kind of makes me angry. There's a lot of places I like to fly inside. When I'm in a tall place like a church and stuff, I can't get where I want to go. That makes me angry. And YouTube does not give you an DJI does not give you the option to turn that off, which is stupid. So I either get my drone jailbroke, or I get another drone that doesn't have that. And honestly, DJI seems to have a lot of nanny crap that I don't want. The Parrot Anolfi doesn't have that. Neither do a lot of others. Wasn't just me you made mad that one day, NC. There were a lot of people annoyed that day. That was a whole thing I was just trying to leave in the past. Fugi, welcome back. Don't worry about the internet, because I've had days on here where people have been on here and seen where it just crashes. Turns off, then boots right back up and starts a new stream within seconds. Which YouTube claimed was their fault. No joke, they just sent me a technical from the tech guy saying it was their fault. So then I asked them, why did you demonetize half of my stream and leave the other half monetized? Of which those guys go, well, that's not our section. You have to ask somebody else. Urbex Strider, what's up? How you been doing, man? Even in this day and age, 2018, we still have internet problems. You think they would have that fixed these days? With all the tech we got around us? Which kind of brings up something else I'm going to talk about tonight. For some of you know, I've had some problems with this, some real problems. I know some other channels. Land of Land and Land has this problem a lot. And he's very PG-12, PG-13. Get demonetized for no reason. I'm not talking because I got bad music in or anything. Just they demonetize you and don't even give you a reason why, and they don't have to tell you. And they won't even review you until you have 1,000 views, which for a small channel can be a lot at times. They demonetize some of my videos, and suddenly they remonetize them after you've already lost out on any revenue. Love that, YouTube. But they demonetize one like my abandoned backyard bunker video. We found the fallout shelter. And just recently, I hit 1,000 views. Thank you to anybody who watched it. And suddenly they go, okay, you're remonetized. Oopsie, our bad. Well, that's great because I lost out on the whole 1,000 views worth of monetization, which, sure, it might have been 25 cents, but still, it was my 25 cents. So yeah, that's great. So I agree with what Study Boy NZ says. Any monetization you should have had, they should be putting somewhere in some account for you. When they find out they screwed the pooch, that should come back to you. That's kind of crappy. They don't tell you why they demonetized you. And when they remonetize, they go, oops, and just do it. Having problems, Strider? I'm sorry, man. Holy crap. Well, hopefully there are problems you can fix and things will kind of, well, come back together for you. Sorry, man. If you want to know, my lungs have been kind of up and down lately too. I've been doing pretty much every antibiotic outpatient I can do lately. So I seem to be doing okay. So I just kind of do whatever. Sorry, catching up on the chat. What are you talking about, NC? Yeah, Land and Land is cool. But yeah, he's had the same problem where a lot of his videos get demonetized and he's up a creek. And they never let you know why. And he is very PG-12, as he likes to say on his channel. Let's keep this PG-12. So him getting demonetized just makes no sense. So it's kind of crappy, and YouTube's been doing a lot of this. I wish there were, I think it's like one more line of code. They shouldn't have to tell you why they're demonetizing you. Because then you can either fix it and not do it again. They just have to tell you. Or you can call them out on their crap. Go, what do you mean? Hey, JP Videos, how's it going? Thanks for the video there, Dave, by the way. I was watching that. That was great. That place you guys went through, that was an Explorer. They went through an Explorer. There was just like an old, like a resort camp in the woods for people. And it was a nice place at one time. And they just kept going through this and finding buried, lost houses and cabins in the woods. It was an Explorer that just kept on giving. Finally, they ran out of battery and daylight. So they had to kind of call it the night. But it was a big place. Pennsylvania. Among the unknowns from Pennsylvania, JP. I don't know if he's close enough to you to do a collab sometime. You should look up Among the Unknown. The lead explorer there is Devon. And he does a lot of good explorers. He's a younger guy, but he does a lot of good explorers. By younger, I mean he just, no kidding, turned 18. Was it yesterday or today? Well, no, what do you guys think? Shouldn't YouTube... And I'm not saying, I know not everybody's monetized or even cares to be monetized. One thing I think is if you are, I'm the type, if you earn something and there's rules, you should be able to follow those rules and know what the rules are and everything else. And if you earn something, it should be yours. Don't you think YouTube should maybe be telling people why they're demonetizing your crap? Or why they remonetize it with no excuse? Or no oopsie, sorry? Oh, that's no problem, JP. Don't ever feel like you have to watch any of my videos because I watch yours. And same with everybody. I go around just watching stuff because that's what I do. I enjoy this stuff. I watch more YouTube than I watch anything. YouTube is just, I don't know. I think as many problems as YouTube has right now for creators. As a viewer, YouTube is the best thing out there right now. So much. If you can't find something to watch on YouTube, something wrong with you. So as a viewer, YouTube is it's the best thing out. As a creator lately, they've been a little sketchy, but hopefully they get that under control. I bring this up once in a while, but the guy that has stolen my channel art and has my name up as his header and everything, he's still there, YouTube. YouTube still has not fixed that. After all my complaints, after all my viewers' complaints, they got a hold of me and I gave them the pictures of the guy doing this, everything else, and they still have not taken down the guy who's pirated a bunch of crap from my channel. So YouTube can't even police their own rules or care to for smaller channels, I guess. Oh, I understand, JP. I just don't like how, but you know how some people are on YouTube? They would never watch your videos unless you watch theirs. I'm not like that. I go and watch stuff, and people don't watch mine. I understand. One, we all have a lot. You have subscribers. It's hard to watch everybody. Also, maybe my form of urban exploring isn't for everybody. Some people like Urbexy does. Urbexy does most of his with just music. Some people love that version. Some people like urban explorers that never show their face. Some people like ones that have tons of face time. Some like ones that have cuter faces than me. And better voices. It's just Ha! Paintball ground. Yeah, you better get off paintball ground real quick, Abandoned Yesterdays. Those guys on there, they don't care if you're in the game or not. They'll shoot you. Yeah, Slayer. And the funny thing is, YouTube can do this. My wife knows a lot about this stuff. It takes like one line of code to put that in there so they can tell you. They don't want to tell you. They don't care. There's no reason they shouldn't be able to tell you. They just don't care to tell you. They don't want you to know, I don't think. I'm sure they tell the big guys. Well, that's good, JP, because, yeah, check out Devon from Among the Unknown or Among the Unknown. He might be open for some collabs. He's near Pittsburgh, or right in, maybe. So, Strider, if you're still here, what's going on, man? I mean, said you had some issues. Anything are going to get fixed soon, you'll be okay, and everything be back out doing great? Yeah, JP, see, I wonder sometimes if they do it just to small channels, I don't know, to mess with them almost, it seems. I do have a low number of subs. That's probably my problem. They just don't care for me because I have a low number of subs. I don't go out sub hunting very much. However that sounds. Explore NC. Tool is epic. Yes, Tool is epic. I do love. They are kick-ass music, honestly. An abandoned paintball ground. Huh. Most of those don't get abandoned. Yeah, Slayer, it does seem like that. Well, that's okay, rj32. I didn't know you were here or not. I think I might have mentioned you once or twice. Might even asked you a question or two, I think. Not sure. Yeah, it does, NC. Yeah, I try to watch, since I watch a lot of YouTube, I try to watch some also. But sometimes I start in alphabetical order and go through my viewers and watch some of their stuff and see what's out there. It does take time, and sometimes you just can't do it all. Can you imagine what some of the big channels go through? I mean, look at rj32. You know, he's back, but he has 68,000 viewers. There's no way in heck he could ever sit down and watch, 5 minutes from all 68,000. That is crazy. I'm sure he does what he can. We all do. I mean, I don't have anybody in my viewers list that I don't like what they have on their channel. That's just me. I don't, subscribe to Billy Bob's Best Way to Wash Your Dog's Backside because I just don't care about that. How far out west are you, RJ32? Because I'm not sure she'd be up your alley for a collaboration. But check out Cindy or Burning Sands Exploration, Cindy Vlogs or Burning Sands Exploration. Like she says by her own admission, she's just a little old grandma, but she's been exploring for a long time, and she's always looking for somebody to collaborate with. And she's out in Nevada, I believe. I could be wrong. Boise, Idaho. Holy crap, RJ32. You should look up Land of Land and Land. He is in Idaho. He does a mix of stuff on his channel, but he does do urban exploring. So you should check out Land of Land and Land and let him know that I told you to do so. Score me them bonus points. But yes, he is in Idaho and talks about it often that he is in Idaho. I think he's on a trip right now, but I believe, yeah, but he is definitely in Idaho. He might be a good match for you. Yeah. Oh, wasn't that a kick in the butt for a lot? I didn't even monetize till good amount after 1,000. I'm not much over that, but I waited. I had friends that were monetized under the old plan on YouTube, and that was a kick in the butt because they lost monetization on 1 to 3 different channels they had monetized. And even now they're not making, they've been able to get remonetized, built up again. But they're not making now what they were between all 3 channels, what they were making on 1 channel before. So that was kind of neat thing for YouTube there. So YouTube, from what one friend of mine says, he has 3 channels. All 3 are monetized. All 3 were monetized then. But yeah, he's making a third of the money, which is strange because he talked to one of the creator help channels, and YouTube is actually making more money, of course, because they cut how much we get. Yeah. It's the buzz it gives. Yeah. Exactly, Wayne. I mean, I didn't monetize. A few people on here are actually the ones that talked me into monetizing. I didn't do it when I qualified, but I finally did. But yeah, honestly, sometimes I wonder if the monetization is worth it because it's kind of more of a cluster F to deal with. Because then you get kind of annoyed when YouTube does stupid crap or some guys put out clickbait lies and you're like, really? She has some cool goats. Nice, NC. Now, there are some people out there that there's some channels you can go to that where people will, for a certain amount of money, will watch your videos. It's really weird. I guess YouTube is really not happy about that. Yep, I love those weird notifications just coming out of nowhere. But yeah, my one video did get remonetized, which is nice, but you miss out on 1,000. So I was gonna ask you guys, for any of you who've done live streaming, there's little, categories your live stream goes under. I actually put this one under entertainment. There's travel and vlogs and other stuff. What do you guys think? Should I just leave this under entertainment? I mean, I know it's barely entertaining, so I understand that. But do you think I should leave this under entertainment? Because I've actually thought about maybe looking at one of the other ones. Because I wonder, is urban exploring what you would consider travel? I don't travel like Josh and Cody and see the world like those guys. I wish. But urban exploring, sure, I've traveled around, 9, 10 different states to do it. I don't know what you consider it as. My wife was wondering, she saw I had it under entertainment one day. She's like, you have an entertainment? What about travel and vlogs and stuff? I'm like, I have no idea. So I just thought I'd ask you guys, what do you think? I mean, does it matter? Is it harder for people to find if I just have it under entertainment, or should I put it under travel? Think people find urban exploration under travel more? Also, I was going to ask, what have you guys out there really, putting effort into it? What have you done to try to improve watch time or subscriber base lately? I agree with that. Abandoned yesterday's. I will say that about YouTube. YouTube, I'll compare it to other. There are other platforms. I'm not talking just video, but social media platforms. YouTube is honestly, trolls or not, the hands down friendliest community of people on the internet. It just is. And yeah, if I dropped low enough someday or didn't care enough and dropped below the monetization level, I wouldn't have a cow. Like, ooh, okay, and yay. Well, I mean, while I'm live streaming, JP, when you go to live stream, they give you a category. They want you to pick a category you're live streaming under. And I stuck with entertainment. So I don't know if you even asked me one for my normal channel videos. God, now I got to check that, JP. Thanks. Wayne, I agree. Yeah, I would not mind an exploring category, but maybe they should make some rules to get into it. Subcategories for exploring, like clickbaiters, liars, jerks who make crap up, stuff like that. And then real urban explorers. Well, I don't know if you have to choose one, JP's. I'm sure YouTube just has a default. But I think I chose entertainment unless it just picks entertainment regular. Maybe I never did choose them. Maybe entertainment's the average one. Oh, there you go, NC. That's a good idea. See, I wasn't even sure there was a category when I was putting my videos out. Never noticed. Land of Land and Land. Let me see. Just give me a second here, RJ. I will find it for you since he's in my... dun, dun. What? Just a second. Save. Now go. What? I hit save. Sorry, my browser is being kind of a jerk. Already hit it. That was weird. There he is. Right here. No mute. Okay. Where's his home? Right here. In a sec, I'll get you that link. I know just enough about technology to get myself in trouble. Actually, I know a lot about automotive technology. I don't know as much about this stuff. There you go, rj32. Right there. There's his link. Wow. And by the way, NC, thank you very much for the compliment. I never really knew if my streams are going to be called entertaining. That's my dog barking at the neighbors pulling into their drive across the alley. Yeah, I know. I kind of enjoy live streaming, whether it's here, just to talk to everybody, or on my Explorers. I love live streaming Explorers. Lord Explorers likes doing that too. I keep trying to get Pajerico to do it. But Jericho's not a big fan of live streaming. He's dipped his toes in a few times. But I think he'd be really good at it. You have a ministry. Well, no, abandoned yesterday's, you go out when you can. That's one thing I will say. I do like, since I started YouTube, I've tried to make sure my exploring doesn't get to be too high pressure. I mean, me and Sean been urban exploring together, no joke, since we were like 14 years old. And we did it for years. But he doesn't like YouTube at all. As you can see by my channel, on our Explorers, he's not as involved with the YouTube part very much. Which one was that, Wayne? Oh, that the ship? Yeah, I got that one queued up. That's on my Roku right now, ready to watch, the ship. Yeah, I put that in my watch later list for tonight. That is so cool. Sean and I explored an abandoned train we found lost in the woods once when we were out of town, but never got to explore a ship. Hey, no problem, JP. Thank you very much. And look forward to seeing more of your vids. Because as people on here are on here regularly know, I'm a huge urban exploring fan. I've been doing this for over 3 decades. Yeah, it gives away my age. But God, I just love seeing it. And the neat thing about YouTube is I'm sure I can't get everywhere. I would love to be Pokemon with explorers. Collect them all. But YouTube gives me a chance to see tons of places around the world, everywhere from everybody's point of view. And you can't beat that. Big, small, super explorers, tiny explorers. It's just great. And so thanks for stopping by, JP. I do admit it often. Sorry, that was weird. I do choose to watch the smaller explorers. I think a lot of the big guys have lost touch with what, I know we use a term, and you've seen some of us use the term hashtag real urbex. I think some of the big guys have lost what urban exploring really is. And some have purposely lost it just looking for views and clickbaiting. And to them, it's about views. Whether or not they're even making money, it's about views. I hope I never get like that. And if I do, please somebody call me out. Well, actually, Explorer NC, I know some people that do live explorers, and they do it from behind their camera. They never show their faces. There's a couple like that out there. They do live explorers and they stay behind the cam. So you don't have to show your face, man. But sometimes just showing an explorer as you film it, or they can hear it in your voice, it's kind of cool to share that aha moment or that, oh, wow, look, I found moment with your viewers. In a way, you can't share it in your normal videos. And I do normal videos of my live explorers. My lives are usually shorter, but it's nice to show them that, oh, wow moment, and they can feel that difference. I've talked to some of my viewers, and they love seeing that. Now, Lord Explorers, and I'm not, once again, not being fanboy, but it's something he's good at. He does tons of them. That's really cool to me. But no, Explorer NC, with some of your explorers and the way you film them, you would be really good with live explorers. You have a way of filming that I wish I could emulate a little better. Mine is, like my wife says, I'm too much of a flippin' squirrel. I get way too excited and I lose track of my filming speed. I move around too much if I get too excited, even after all these years, which my wife says, one is cute that I still get that excited about it, but not cute because it affects my filming, which before I did YouTube wasn't a big deal, but now it's more of a big deal if I'm trying to show other people. You film much more steady than I do, so you would actually present better live, I think, than I do a lot of times. Or if not better, a lot more often, a little more across the board level. Because I'll have some lives where I'm pretty level. Yeah, enjoying, having a good time. Others I'm too squirreled. And I probably shouldn't have done the live. Abandoned yesterday's, you don't try to keep anybody out of your videos. You guys, the fact that you guys all need to be in your videos because you guys make the videos. You guys are hilarious. It just shows to me, I love some of the older explorers. I'm not picking on you for age. In fact, I'm proud of age. Steel City Storm is another guy that's older than me. And I love his videos. He has such a passion for Gary, Indiana and its history and sharing that history. He's just listen to the guy's voice. If you ever watch any Steel City Storms videos, he really has a passion for it. When you meet him, that he has showed me around, helped me out with Gary. He was with Tenzo Roku out there and some other people. He is just so in love with history and that city and trying to connect with the people and connect them to their histories. And you guys are a lot like that, Abandoned Yesterdays. You really, you show your joy of exploring. You guys have so much fun with it. Nobody could have that much fun and not love doing it. Not to me, Explorer NC. I've been doing live explorers almost since I started on YouTube. But man, there are guys that do it so much better than me. I've watched some of the other guys do live explorers, and once again, I just wish I could keep myself more level. I need to be like the guy in Spaceballs, more like Prince Valium. A little more level across the board. Of course, my wife says that's not me, not the way I am. I get excited, and she thinks it's kind of cute that I do get excited over it still. I do know a couple of the ones I did with Lord Explorers. It was 95 degrees out, so humid. Water was running down the walls, mirrors, and every place we went. And I had to wear a mask with crappy lungs in a building. It's a wonder I had enough air to be squirreled, but somehow I was squirreled and filmed that house horribly. Ugh. But no, Explore NC, I think it's something you should try. You have a film style that would really work with it. Abandoned Yesterdays. Honestly, you guys have a film style that really kind of mixes with either or. I'm not sure my film style mixes with live or non-live, but I kind of just do it anyway. And Slayer, like I said, if you do start a YouTube channel, take your time. Ask people on here the ups and downs if you're really considering it. Come on sometime. And we've helped other new channel people out here. Or go to other explorers' live streams. Ask questions because you will learn an awful lot that some of us had to muddle through. Yes, rj32, that is a big downfall of live exploring right there. You never know the quality of your stream will be. Sometimes it'll be amazing, other times it will suck. But I've asked people and they said they don't mind. Just to kind of be involved in a live explore. And rj32 does a lot of lives. I've seen your lives. I mean, even when you were trying to dig up that old boiler with the stuff inside. That was a cool live stream. Had good quality on that one. But I've seen a couple of your others that weren't quite as good. But I still watched them all the way through because it was still a good live stream. And I was involved in the moment of what you were doing. Huh. Yeah, it was just so humid. See, the more humid it gets, the harder chance I have to breathe. My doctors know I urban explore, but that's why I have these ultra thick masks that you see in my little thumbnail down the bottom of my videos, thumbnails. You see me wearing a mask. Those are 3M surgical masks, and they do an amazing job of keeping everything out, including oxygen. So it takes my 33% of my lungs that are left. It makes it even harder to breathe. Yeah, Wayne, you're right. And that's part of it, I guess. That how one house Lord Explorers took me to, we're exploring up there with him. So much was left, so much is vintage. I even have more footage of that place. It's just crazy how much was left. And you do get excited, especially trying to figure out the story of why they left that much stuff. It's crazy how they left it all. And you're always wondering. Then there was always sometimes that excitement of maybe getting caught, but you never know. But out there, this house is literally buried in the woods. That's how he just found out there's another one 30 yards away, buried in the woods again. You couldn't even see it. And he's been there a few times. I have to admit, I've used my drone for scouting like that. Sean and I did some ones. We got found a farm off on the one side of the country highway while we were just out looking around, mostly buried. So I put the drone up. We found some houses buried in the woods on the other side of this country highway with the drone. Yeah, I know, Benny. That church is cool. Yeah, I've seen the Hoarders Church. Didn't was it Colliding Planets did that one also? Had to be Colliding Planets, I believe. No wonder somebody else that had been there. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos from that. What do you guys think of that when you see multiple people go to the same place? I actually don't mind because each explorer shows it in their own way. I mean, rj32 might go in and film, Bob's old grocery store, then Wayne go in and film Bob's grocery store a week later, but the videos might be 100% different. And I'll get rj32's take on it, but then I'll also get Wayne's take on it, and each guy or gal might see something different. Sorry, I don't want to disclude the ladies there because there are some ladies, Cindy, KH Urban X, and some others out there exploring. I watch your next videos. Exactly, Slayer. That was like the house that Lord Explorers took me to. You walk into that house, the only thing not there, and there's actually a little bit of food on the counters. That place is full of everything. I mean, full. And there was a squatter. We were sure living upstairs. I found a very new sleeping bag in the closet, sitting up on a shelf. So you always wonder how they left all that stuff. What happened to the whole family? Ouch. Well, yeah, man. And yesterday's also, yeah, you got people getting into places. See, that's a bad thing. If an urban exploring place becomes well known, that's the thing about keeping things secret as possible. Some people get annoyed you won't just share sites with them, but that's why. If it gets well known, people can get in and screw with it. You would not believe how many times people ask about the military base video Sean and I did. Yeah, I'm going to openly share that. Or they get annoyed I won't share a lot of places. It's like, no, I've seen people accidentally share things and then it gets burned down or vandalized up or something. Ugh. The Crying Boys Cottage vid. Yeah. There's so many places that just. I mean, the restaurant I did recently was up near Chicago. 2 weeks after we explored it, some jerk burned it down. So I'm just happy we got to see it and preserve it. But yeah, I don't know what's with people burning crap down all the time. I know, but Jericho's been hit with that too. And he didn't release location. But somebody found this place. Or just vandals had been messing with it anyways. There were already vandalization there when he was there. Somebody burned it down. Exactly, Wayne. I explored one place. It's gone now. So I could name it if I wanted. But I made up a name for this one small hospital, long-term care facility. I think a small part of it had rest home, but it was very small. It's actually for critically injured people that are going to be ill real long. I made up a name, and two people called me out. They went and did searches and everything on the internet and got mad at me because that place didn't exist, they said. I'm like, well, no, I made the name up. So I want you finding it. They were angry. Yeah, if I release a name or a location, I'm not breaking Urbex rules because it's places, once again, that are publicly known, or the owner or city government or county government, whatever, said okay, or it's gone. So if I don't release it, if I release it, there's a reason. And my first one, and I can release it now since it's gone, been bought up, and it's a private residence now. The first 3 videos on my channel were Forest Hills. They called it a rest home. Like I said, only part of it was. I still call it that. Like a quarter of it on this one side was rest home. The other part was hospital-like, and mostly for like people in comas or people that are very disabled, long-term illnesses. I'm not sure, man. Yesterday's I might have. I'm not sure though. I think I remember him saying something like that on his video. Sean had one. We were exploring one place, and these little animals clocks with a cat's eyes that move, and they kept following him. He was freaking out. He had realized his weight was moving part of the kitchen floor, and the things were just kind of rolling back and forth slowly, following the tilt. Because the place was in pretty bad shape. We probably shouldn't have been in there. Dolls, I don't mind in an Explorer. I don't like mannequins. Because I'm always worried it's going to be some person just standing there really still and reach out and grab my ass or something. Mannequins are evil. Don't like mannequins. Hate mannequins. That's all there is to it. Dolls, okay, they're small, little, chucky looking things I can beat up, whatever. Full-size mannequins, not good. Years ago, God, I hate saying that, but years ago, Sean and I were in one place. It's an old retail building, and it was an old building, retail building called McCullough's. And I don't think it was a national chain. It was a local thing here in the Quad Cities, but called McCullough's. We were in there checking it out, and went in the back room, and walked right into. I don't know how we ever got our underwear clean again. Walked right into this room, and there's like 30 mannequins in the back. And it was freaky because they were all still dressed. And you're half in the dark in this room full of mannequins. You just always get the feeling you swear one of them's moving. So I don't like mannequins. I hate the suckers. When him and I ran into that, we were only like 18, 19. And ever since then, I do not like mannequins if the lighting is dim. So I avoid the suckers. I'll tell you what, I also like live streaming, and I don't know if Explorer NC is still here, but I like live streaming also like this Explorer NC. I like bringing up topics, hearing what other people want to talk about in the exploring world or just YouTube. A lot of people on here have taught me some nice lessons and some great ideas. And hopefully I'll be able to do the same for people like Chris Peck and other new channels and stuff. I mean, it's great to help spread urban exploring. And I enjoy when I see younger people, getting into it. Slayer, when we ran into those mannequins, it was all we could do to get out of there quick enough. And it's just, man, wow. We got back out in the main building and stood there for a while. We did go back and look at it. I may still have, no joke, an old videotape, because I still have the camera, a little camera that takes little videotapes. That's what we used to film on. I had lost a lot of my footage in a house fire, but I still have some, and I wonder if I can get some of it off the tapes on here, even though a lot of it is in really bad shape, which I don't understand why, because I had it stored in a pretty good place. But yeah, it's mannequins are not cool to run into. One time we were in one place and we're exploring. It's a church. It's a hospital. It's gone now. We had the old Moline Public Lutheran Hospital here in the Quad Cities area. It was in Moline, Illinois. And we were exploring it. Sean had a way in at the time because he was actually part of the survey crew back in our 20s. They were tearing it down, or the gun. We were in this place, and I'm not joking when I say this. This place was huge. We knew how to dodge the security guys. We got down to the morgue, and Sean warned all four of us who went in there, do not open anything. They have not cleared all the bodies yet. One friend of ours, Aaron Benner, opened a couple of the drawers, didn't run into anything. He wasn't even looking, opened another one, and he touched a body. It took us an hour and a half to find him. And I do not know how we didn't get caught by security, because he went running back across the crosswalk over the highway, screaming like a little brat. I would say girl, but I want to tick off girls. It took us forever to find him. And he left the drawer open, and we had to shut a body drawer. Thanks. So to Aaron Benner, thanks a lot for that. And that was with old flashlights. They weren't very bright compared to the new ones. Yeah, Slayer, I've discovered that. I only have like 3 or 4 of the old tapes left because all my old pictures and tapes were stored out at my parents' house when I was doing a remodel here at home. And when their house burned down, I lost all that. I lost all my old G.I. Joe toys, my old Star Wars toys worth tons, a lot of my old Transformers, except for a few originals. I lost a car I had stored in their garage. So that's kind of the reason I started doing YouTube. I figured, even with all my backups, If anything happens, it's all here. It's on YouTube. It won't be lost ever again. And I didn't want, I've got 25, 30 years of Explorers, most of it lost now. Even just the stills I had from the old Instamatic cameras and stuff is gone. And Sean and I can sit down and talk about our old Explorers, me, him, and Brian Luby, but it's almost all gone. Brian has an Explorer with us for a long time. That's okay, Slayer. I appreciate it. It's just one of those things that happened, you know. Not like my parents planned to burn their house down, but thankfully I had good insurance on the car. My insurance company gave me plenty for the car. The toys and stuff I lost out on, which I wish I would have had now, because a lot of those older toys are now worth a lot of money. Well, anybody else have anything they would like to talk about or ask? Or any suggestions for next week's show? I also do that. And I do like how some of you guys, especially it seems like in the UK right now, Abandoned Yesterdays and Urbexy and everybody are hooking up and doing collabs. I'm telling you right now, Scotland, you guys got a lot of good explorers. UK and stuff. And I know the UK's got a big upset going on. There's a mix of amazingly good explorers, then a lot of people that are being clickbaiters and jerks that hate on YouTubers. So for you guys over there, I'm really nice to see how you guys doing over there. No, thank you, rj32. I appreciate it. Sorry I didn't get that right. I will call you as soon as I'm off the stream here. Did we share phone numbers? I think we did. If not, you know how to Instagram me on Exploring CF or Facebook Messenger. But I'll talk to you right after this. I'll see if I can correct. If I can figure out how to overlay music, that'd be great. But I've never had good luck with the on YouTube thing working properly. Slayer, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for you stayed the whole stream. I appreciate it. Do this every Tuesday night, 5:30 to 7:30, U.S. Central. Only time I don't do it is if I'm out of town during those times on an Explorer. Even then, I will try to do a live blurb at the time to let everybody know why I'm not sitting here doing this. But hey, everybody, thanks for coming. I am going to get off here. And thank you, Wayne. I know it's late there, Wayne. Thank you very much. Thank you to Urbexy and Pajerico and a lot of you guys from over, across the pond to come in late. Thank you very much. I try to come on as early as possible here for you guys. So I appreciate you and I thank you for your explorers. So stick with it and Abandoned Yesterdays, everybody have a good night. rj32, thank you for sharing the video. I am going to get out of here. I'm going to talk to rj32 a little bit, then get on some therapy and go feed my dog. Next week, I'm not sure who I'm reviewing yet. Got a couple people I'm talking to and a list. So, might be Colliding Planets. It might be Cindy Vlogs. Talk to you later, guys. I am going to get out of here and look sideways because my menus have moved on my software. Love when they do that. Why do they do that? They update your software. Why do you have to take a menu that's always been here and put it here when it's the exact same menu and does nothing else different? And, well, talk to you guys later. Thank you very much.